that's not straight.
Do you not listen? I just sat there and said I was going to cut it at an angle.
No, what do you need an angle for?
Because it was fitting in the bottom.
I just figured it needed a little bit more.
Shut up.
You're gonna get pecker popped. You're gonna get pecker popped. Going to get pecker popped. It's almost like it's too tight still.
Sides. This.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to cut that son of a gun. That's touching up there. That ain't going to work. It don't need to be touching.
Right, it's all the way against right here.
But the lid will work, right?
Yeah, once it's straightened out, yeah.
We're going to have to... They don't like much.
Can you get to it to market?
I fucking need to. I mean, it's almost clearing here. And here it's almost clearing, so... Take about a quarter off each side. Should be good. Basically, take this right here out.
Yeah, that whole lip.
And he'll run it through there.
I mean, it's still going to be plenty strong enough with that extra stuff welded on it.
It'd be nice if we had some paint to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
See what she done there. Lay it down. What are we looking at?
And we're out of the top.
Huh?
We're out the top.
Yeah, but I'm talking about our
Pulleys. I mean, it looks like it's clearing.
No work like.
Double check this side here. Actually, that crank pulley is about a 1/4 inch away from that trans line bolt. You see it down there? You want the cap?
Let's put it on there. May hold it.
Maybe not. Yeah, I think it needs to be out that far anyway on both sides. Oh yeah.
Alright.
That looks good. We're far away from the crank now.
I mean, we could pick it up just a little bit for the right there.
Yeah.
That would work. Because it's at its lowest point right now. When you turn it, it goes higher.
Right.
But we're touching right here in this corner. And we sure don't need to be rubbing nothing.
Nope.
See that?
Alright, so let's go over here and take a look. I'll show you how this is done. Look at that. Now, how I prefer to do the removal of filler in a hidden spot, a blade, use any blade you want, and a torch. This brings this stuff off like nothing. So, what you want to do is, you can see we've already marked out how far we think it goes, which it don't really, but it's pretty crunchy. So, torch it. Now your metal's going to move quite a bit because this gets pretty hot. You can see it right now moving in and out. But that is because there's nothing here on the edge. This will all get fixed, and I'm not putting enough heat in it to warp it. It's all going into the filler. Okay, now I'm even more confused on why the people who originally did this didn't fix it right. This is still good metal. It's real thin in there. So we're going to go down a little bit further here. A little further. If you've ever seen Death Proof, get back a little further. Okay, here we go. Now we're back into the thickness. Again, this ain't hurting nothing. When this cools down, it'll be right as the mail. Where it doesn't bubble is more than likely means that it's all steel. And it is. That's right. Use the propane torch to put it out. Yeah, see, that's all thickness right through there. Which means all this whole bottom lip is gone. It's not metal, it's all filler. My question is if you're that good with filler, why don't you just actually learn to fix stuff right? Yeah, look at there. See, that's what happens when that filler gets hot. There you go. And that's what we've got to fix now. Which is hilarious, because, I mean, why? Yeah. Check it out. We thought this when we looked under it before. This, you see, has a wood grain texture. So what this means is they've actually put a piece of wood up behind this and then smeared the Bondo on. So that's actually looks like a good piece of rough cut lumber, but I mean, it's just stupid. If you're good enough to shape that like that and get it good, why don't you just learn to fix stuff right? Yeah, and at that point it sort of stops. Starts just becoming globs of filler. I mean, that's like 2 gallons of filler up in there, man. Come on. For the, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 hours it took you to fill that full of Bondo, couldn't you just cut it out and made it? For real, people, come on. Do you not have metalworking tools? Pop rivet that sucker on there. We all start somewhere, and this isn't the best place to start. I'll tell you that much right now. This is the worst. Yeah, I don't think any of that's metal left in there. It's all just packed with filler. There we go. That's what I was looking for. You gotta have a place to start. There we go. Right there is your beginnings of your body work, of your metal work. The rest of this is garbage. Wait, stop right there. Please take a second to scroll on down and hit that subscribe button. Maybe a little thumbs up like. And if there's anything interesting you liked about the video, why not comment? Tell me good job. Or say, stay off of YouTube. I don't care. Just help me out here. Hit the button. Like some of the other content. Go check it out. If you're really feeling generous, go to the shop. You can get a shirt that's completely worn out. Not like this one, but you can get a good shirt over there at the shop. It's going to be at the end of the video. But please, like, share, and subscribe. So, that's basically how I get the filler out of it. Now I just got to start cutting, making patch panels here, there. It's all gravy. I like doing it. This one's basically just a flat panel. The hard part about it is where it's got a concave to it. Flat. The other one on the side's flat. Easy peasy. But that's where I'm going to start now, is start cutting these things out. We're getting the doors on now. But where this body was so rotted out, the actual door gaps are huge. So we're gonna have to address this one somehow. Doing all the filler work to this. They actually open and close really nice. Try not to do that while he's welding, but he's welding the fin like this side on the other side over there, because these are truck doors on a carryall. And that's how you have to fix that. Everything back here is almost done. We gotta put some real primer on it. Needs a lot of primer. Covered up them welds. And over here, he's welding the fin. And this door fits a lot better. But we are getting there. Not right off. I don't think we got anything like that. That's what I was going to say. String you out some welding wire, cut it and twist it up. Well, what is it now? Month number 14? We're getting ready to paint this stupid thing. Well, seal it, then paint it. Yeah. We've got a fan giving us a cross draft out of the tube through, a heater on, which we're going to kill the second we start spraying. Mixed up some vomit green sealer, which I probably won't add any more green to it. I'll just go with it. And we're going to seal it and single stage Sarge green paint. That lovely color right there. But he's ready, I'm ready, so let's spray and pray. Yeah, gear done.
Okay, what I'm going to attempt to do here, as you can see, it's pretty toasty. And this is the door handle off the 42 Dodge. And I've already redid this one. A little welding, a little metal, but this one's a lot worse shape. So I'm hoping I can get it to turn out pretty good. Okay, I got most of the metal on. Do a little grinding here, making that door handle. Richie's here. Say hi, Richie.
My butt hurts.
The butt hurts.
I sat on that bolt.
Sat on a boat, did you?
Yeah.
Ha.
Bolts and hose.
Okay. Not too bad. Put a little filler on it. It looks pretty good. I'll put a little filler on it, and then I'll show you what it looks like after. She's filling in some last minute holes. As usual, he's got no helmet on. Only guy I know that can look at a weld and not go blind.
Because I'm already blind.
Makes a good point. Yeah, I'll show you the door handle. I just put on a rubber glove, smeared some filler on it. I'll sand that down and show you what it looks like. I'll show you, I already did one. It turned out pretty good. Pretty smooth.
Stop right there. Please take a second to scroll on down and hit that subscribe button, maybe a little thumbs up like, and if there's anything interesting you liked about the video, why not comment, tell me good job, or say stay off of YouTube. I don't care, just help me out here. Hit the button, like some of the other content, go check it out. If you're really feeling generous, go to the shop. You can get a shirt that's completely worn out, not like this one, but you can get a good shirt over there at the shop. It's going to be at the end of the video, but please like, share, and subscribe.
Do a little walk around, show all the body work we've been doing. Did what?
Doing that video for your food stuff into the rest of the
Cutting out for the dash. What's up, Rich? What are you doing?
brake lines, sucky junk tool, double flared, bubble flared brake lines. Got two done, and I've got 3 more to go. They've all got to go up into this, then down over that side. And it's a nightmare. The lines bend real easy, but getting the correct pitch on them to screw them in the hole is what I'm having a problem right now. And the flaring tool, they sell you the bubble flare. This is the performance tool bubble flare. And if you look at the top hole, they don't even drill them straight. They're offset to where it crushes your tube on the top one, which is the one I need. So I've been using the second one, and the tube's sliding in it. So I'll be taking that tool back. But I am trying to get it to fit.
What brand is that?
Performance Tools. Cheap. That's what it is. Cheap.
Might have to get on the old interweb and get us one.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we can get the Eastwood one, but I ain't paying $200 for a brake line.
$200?
$200.
Well, if that's all it is, we'll just write a check.
Yeah. Fast and loud, Richard Rollins.
Yeah.
And it's like impossible to. It wants to cross thread all the time.
I've been putting some filler on these welds right here, so it'll look a little better when we paint it. A little icing, and
Don't go on cakes, I don't need it.
top of this bowl had some waves and dents, and we tried to beat it out best we could, but I'm gonna skim it a little and sand that, smooth the top out. That's our fake breather. And then done a little more high and low spots right here. Done a little priming on the top. Got this fender looking a little better. Still got a low spot, but we're getting it. Just ain't got it yet.
One day at a time.
Do a little more filler here, high and low. I put some black on there to spot, prime it, guide coat it, and had a few little high spots.
And then you primed everything. Now we're a little high.
Anyway, I've got the dash cut out for the Durango gauges, and it's a little bit wavy right here. We had to weld in a patch because the original hole was here, so we welded in a patch here to smooth this out. But I'll get that sanded down, looking a little better. But that's what we're doing today.
Alright, so we haven't been showing you much, but we've been doing body work for days, for weeks even. Now the guy didn't want a show quality paint job, but I mean, we had to fix what was there. Well, we did get the inside painted, which you probably won't be able to see much of. No, it's too dark in there. But it is green, like this green, dark green, Sarge green, in fact, is what it's called. But we were trying to get ahead of the game. We were like, interior's ready for paint. Let's paint it. We did. And you can see how we did it. We just put some paper over the windows, taped off the front windows, took the back windows out. Yeah, we kind of screwed ourselves. Why? Well, if you'll listen to this, you hear how smooth that sounds? Now let's go over here. Let's listen to this. Kind of smooth, not really. But let's listen to this. Like frickin' sandpaper, man. That is what's on all the vehicle. I've already been block sanding it. I've got to block sand the entire vehicle back out now. Clean it up. Roll up all the windows. Tape all them off and paper them. So we can seal it. And once we seal it, if we get done ever finding little imperfections everywhere, we can paint it. The outside, seal and paint. Single stage, not that big of a deal. But the problem is, things just keep popping up on this. Little dents, little dings, little, I don't know what you would call them, like imperfections, like over here. We never saw this. It's like a little big gouge right there. We're going to have to fix that. Because as you can see, just from the paint touching it, you can see it plain as day. There was 3 dents on the other side. This is what we came up for the filler neck. He wanted a canister here. That canister, in fact, a jerry can, not a canister. But in fact, the Dodge's fuel inlets start about here. And you can't go from here up and around because it wouldn't work. Then we're like, well, let's see if we can't put the jerry can back here. He didn't like it. So basically we couldn't figure out anything, so we come up with that. Did it, it's done. Game over. We didn't get the back of this one because I forgot to close it. This is still got to be, it's already been primed. It's got to be block sanded and fixed any imperfections. And also, while you're sitting there figuring out all of the little imperfections you got to fix, when you spray paint and you get overspray, you can actually see more dents you missed, like these 3. So you're just like, is it ever gonna end? And this guy's wanting to take this on the rod. It's not the rod run, it's a hot rod power tour that starts in January, which we're like, January, no problem. Still don't think it's a problem. Because it's paint, do the interior, finish up the wiring, fix the oil leak that is coming from the oil filter, I believe, and test drive it. Should be done. There's not that much more to do. But the problem is that there is still a lot of body here that needs block sanded completely over again, taped off, sealed, painted, allowed to dry a couple days, and then you can start doing stuff that we didn't even thought about yet, which just hit me, like these weird taillights. He wants them back on there. He wants these bumper things back on there. We bought little LED lights that go on the bottom here to act as another kind of bumper. All the wiring, speakers, seats. Finish off, this is just sitting here because we got to find hose we need that's gas proof. Running boards. Running boards still have to have rotten holes fixed, which I already did the other side. It's good. That one's still got to be done. There's just so much to do. And like, what is it? It's March 18th, 19th. April is rod run. Around the middle of April, which Scott's going to. My C10's still down. which you guys are seeing that before this one's even done. So I'm still working on that at home while I'm here doing this of a day. Go back home at night or before I come here and I work on the C10. So, well, it's not a C10, it's C15, whatever. Yeah. So I'm being drove a little bit crazy by this thing. Scott's being drove a little bit crazy by this thing. We don't hear much from the owner, but yes, losing my friggin' mind here. Sorry about that. We painted all this. This is the bumper, the headlight covers. Oh, speaking of headlights, we still have headlight buckets we need to do body work, sand, and those gotta be sealed and painted. Yeah. And we still gotta find out where to put the blinker lights in that we bought that are black that we need to do. Oh yeah, and the bumper still needs painted. I forgot all about that till just now. And that thing weighs like friggin' 300 pounds. Sorry about that again, getting aggravated. Still gotta do the wiring box. I already did the brakes, hopefully they're fixed. I gotta check them some more, we gotta get some more brake fluid. Got a hole there, gotta fix this hole. That one's for the power in. Yeah, but I'm done rambling now. This is just like an update. I'll probably turn the camera back on again when paint time comes, when we do the final paint on the outside of the body. Annoyed. This thing has been a nightmare. We are both just so very tired of looking at it. So we are ready, finally, to paint. We're going to blow this thing out. We made a little cross draft booth up here. We got our fresh air inlet coming in through here. Suck over, and we got the big fan. We'll bring the door up, put it up in there. We'll put filters on everything. But we've got this thing sanded out. We've still got some dust to blow off over here. And it's just been like never stopping. But we are finally ready to shoot this green. Now, what I have done is I have mixed in a little bit of the Sarge green with the light gray sealer to make a sort of seafoam green sealer to seal this thing, to make it a little bit easier for this paint to cover, which we're probably still going to do like 2 coats. It's about that color down there, really. But got us a little messy mixing booth. This is the gallon we've been using for the interior, which now we're going to finish off for mixing up the sealer. You can see it down here. And we're going to use that to seal the truck. Then we'll start painting with this until it's gone and switch to the other full gallon. Lots of area on this thing. Lots of little spots it's going to be hard to get. Like back in here, it's going to be tough to spray. Over in here, tough to spray. On the bottom side, it's going to be tough to spray. We're going to have to tape that off. I just saw we haven't sealed that on yet, and it's blowing straight into the interior, so we're either going to have to tape it or put the piece on there and paint it, which we probably won't, so we're probably going to have to tape that off. I've already blacked out the bumper with like bed liner stuff in a can, did all that, got it taped off, got the grill taped off, step rails, I've already fixed all the rust in those, and they're sprayed, one's here, one's over there. We have a plethora of parts over here. Headlights, door handles which still need sanded, those are turn signals, like motorcycle turn signals, which actually look just like the originals. The mirror, which that's the color right there, is just dirty and needs another coat. These are the bottoms of the actual headlights, the headlight rings. That's that piece that covers up front. This is a blackout light, and that's the little fake filter we made for the little oil bath breather thing up there. But I'm tired of talking. We're painting today. I'm probably going to put this camera on my head as we walk around and paint. Hopefully I don't destroy it. Well, actually I'm going to put it in its case so you won't hear anything. But I'm going to throw this on charge, and we're going to be getting busy real soon.